sold for $2.4 million. Small house on a small lot. So if you were to get both the house and the lot, you're looking at between 3.4 and 3.8. Life is short. Buy the beach house. Live the dream. Aloha. We're about to do a video drive-through of Poipu Beach Estates, which is a great community in Kauai that allows for vacation rentals. It is in the visitor destination area, or the VDA, on the south side of Kauai. It's across the street from Kauai Landing, which is another great place to own a vacation rental. Kauai Landing is a large condo complex where all the condos are individually owned, but it's managed by the Marriott Corporation. So we're entering Poipu Beach Estates now. This is the drive. So the really unique thing about Poipu Beach Estates is that when this was developed, all of the lots had the right to build a primary residence and an ADU, an additional dwelling unit. So you have the right to build 2 living spaces, a house and additional dwelling unit, on one property. Right now you are limited in size. You can only have 50% lot coverage, but you are connected to a sewer, where most parts of Kauai you're on a septic tank. So there are a lot of advantages, right? You're in the visitor destination area, so vacation rentals are allowed, and you can build 2 homes on the same property, right? So this makes it a really unique place for people to both live and own vacation rentals, right? You can live in one house, you can rent out the other, or you can rent 2 houses for the price of one, right? So it makes it super attractive. Now this is the end of this cul-de-sac, and you can see that most of the homes, or maybe half of the homes within Poipu Beach Estate, back to the Kiahuna Golf Village. So there are 3 single-family home communities that back to the Kiahuna Golf Course. One is Kiahuna Golf Village, one is Wainani, and the other one is this one, Poipu Beach Estates. So as you can see these homes as we drive through Poipu Beach Estates, you'll see 2 homes on one property, right? One will be bigger, one will be smaller. Now, some of these properties, the owners have gone ahead and separated them, right? So they've CPR'd or separated the original lot into 2 lots, usually, if they've done it. Meaning the original lot had the right for a primary residence and an ADU, but now they've separated them, so they're selling them with 1 home on each lot, right? A bigger home and a smaller home. And just to clarify what I said earlier, they don't have a size requirement or limit, but you can only have 50% lot coverage. So only 50, this is a county requirement. So that means any hardscaping, right? So if you have a 10,000 square foot lot, 5,000 of those, 5,000 feet of the 10,000 could be covered. So that's driveway, lanais, anything under roof, any kind of your pool, any kind of hardscaping counts. Poipu Beach Estates is in a great spot. You can walk to the Kukui'ula Shopping Center, super close. You can walk to Kauai Landing, which is across the street. You can walk through Kauai Landing, down the street a little bit, and get to the Sheridan, which is the closest sandy beach from here, right? Or you can jump in your car and you can drive down to Poipu Beach, which, is often rated the #1 beach in the world, right? So these homes, there's still a few lots left in here. Sometimes people have just built one of the two homes that they have the right to build, right? Maybe they built the smaller home first, the additional dwelling unit. Maybe they built the larger home, right? So there is a development opportunity within Poipu Beach Estates, but there's also opportunities for things that have already been developed. Not everyone wants to go through the time, hassle, or has the time and energy to build, on an island. So there's a lot of different things going on. Now, this price point wise, this is the beginning of 2023. The last ADU in here, which is, the smaller house, sold for $2.4 million, right? So that's a small house on a small lot. So if you were to get both the house and the lot, you're looking at between 3.4 and 3.8 million in today's market, right? Now you can see some of these houses, like this one right here that we're looking at, massive. They're huge. And one of the reasons is because in these three single family home communities, Poipu Beach Estates, Kihuna Golf Village, and Wainani, they are all connected to the sewer system down here, right? Where most of Kauai, you are on septic tanks. When you're on a septic tank, you're limited to a 5-bedroom house. Now I know a 5-bedroom house is not a small house, right? But you can't have more than that. Within these communities that are on septic, that's not a requirement or a regulation, right? So you can build it to the needs or the desires that you want. Now, obviously, all of these communities, because they are in HOAs, do have, HOA requirements. You come up with a design and aesthetic of the home, you give it to your HOA, and they approve it, or they look at it and they say, we want you to make these changes, right? So that's all part of the building process or part of the development process. But I'm sure you've seen, as we've been driving around and you're looking at these, there's vacant lots, there's some huge homes, and there's some small homes, right? You kind of get, a variety of things here. Now, some of these homes that you're looking at now, that you might be able to tell they're up on a hill. This backside of Poipu Beach Estates, there is a hill sloping up. So at the top of those hills, the top floors of these homes, they're going to have ocean views looking over to the ocean, right? So some of these are going to have some, what I call ocean views and ocean glimpses. And behind the houses that you're looking at here, that is the Kihuna golf course that we talked about earlier. But as you can see, this is a great place to live or to own a vacation rental. The houses are really nice. It's a great location. There's a lot to love about it, a lot to like about it. So if you have any additional questions about Poipu Beach Estates or anything in the VDA in Poipu, let me know. I'm happy to help. All right, please like and subscribe. Aloha.